Several areas in Bulgaria, July 2026. Severe weather has once again struck the Balkans as July draws to a close, with Bulgaria bearing the brunt this time. Storms, floods, hailstorms and cyclone-like winds have battered cities such as Primorsko, Varna, Stara Zagora, Kiten, Yambol, Tutrakan and Teteven. According to Bulgarian media reports, numerous other areas were simultaneously affected by these violent storms. The situation has triggered widespread evacuations and emergency interventions, leaving residents traumatized. Some have even stated that they had never witnessed storms and floods of such severity during their time living there. The strong storm that passed through the southern Black Sea coast hit Primorsko hardest, where there were fallen trees, structures, terrace sills, and metal sheets on roofs. A terrible hurricane-force wind appeared. A roof from a neighboring building was blown away and crashed into one of the hotel buildings. Parts of the facade, terraces, and sheds were destroyed, and the strong impact broke window frames and railings. Strong gusts of wind lifted sun loungers, chairs and other objects along the coast into the air. According to the mayor of Primorsko, Ivan Gaikov, the damages are yet to be assessed by insurers. Following the recent hurricane cyclone, accompanied by torrential rain for an extremely short period of time, significant damage was caused in various parts of the municipality and free and safe access to individual areas was temporarily impeded. The main reports were of fallen trees, broken branches, and material damage to buildings and infrastructure. Despite the strong storm, the municipality reports that there is no serious damage that the local authorities cannot handle. Later today, insurers will begin inspections of the most seriously affected properties. Varna also woke up after a serious ordeal, after torrential rain poured down on the city, turning the Promenade into a veritable river. Huge masses of water, flowing down from the higher parts of the seaside capital, flooded the emblematic place for walks, reports Radio Varna. The main reason for the incident lies in the natural relief of the city. The area is crossed by natural ravines and drainage routes, whose role is to carry rainwater to the Black Sea. However, during intense rainfall, these facilities often fail to absorb the huge volume of water, leading to overflow onto adjacent terrain and roads. Andrei Vasilev, concessionaire of the Promenade, explained to Radio Varna that the coastal promenade represents the lowest point in the city, which makes it extremely vulnerable in such weather conditions. The areas around the restaurants along the promenade were the most affected. There, the water flowed at high speed directly to the sea, flooding pedestrian areas and damaging infrastructure. Traffic in the area was severely disrupted during peak hours. According to official data, nearly 52 liters of rain per square meter fell on the city in a short period of time. The heavy rainfall did not spare other parts of Varna, where flooding was also recorded. Meanwhile, tourists and residents of Kiten experienced a nightmarish end to the day after a powerful summer storm hit the southern Black Sea coast with full force. Torrential rain and strong gusts of wind battered the resort, and within minutes the streets began to resemble rivers. The storm passed successively through different parts of the coast and affected Sozopol and Kiten, and other seaside towns. According to the published footage, visibility has sharply decreased, and the strong wind has caused material damage to facades, terraces, and various elements of buildings. The situation is particularly dire at the famous Atlaman beach in Kiten. Huge waves have flooded part of the beach, engulfing sun loungers and beach equipment. Footage from the scene shows rough seas and a seriously damaged coastal area. Flooded streets and fallen trees were reported from Kiten and the neighboring resort of Luznitz. The rising water has made traffic difficult, and tourists have been forced to seek shelter in hotels, shops, and restaurants until the storm passes. Numerous images of cars caught in deep water are circulating on social media. It is important to clarify that the most popular photos and videos of a floating jeep were taken in Varna, not in Kiten. Flooded streets, fallen trees, and heavy damage to Atlaman Beach have currently been confirmed for the seaside resort.
Ima otvorim i zakljim,